The calm in the storm. The sun was setting, painting the sky in fiery orange and soft purple. "Let's cross to the other side of the lake," said the teacher to his friends. They all climbed into a small boat, ready for the journey. The teacher was very tired. He lay down in the back of the boat, resting his head on a cushion, and quickly fell fast asleep. The friends began to row, their oars dipping gently into the quiet water. But as they got farther from the shore, the sky began to change. A dark cloud, like a giant hand, reached out and covered the moon. A cool breeze turned into a strong gust of wind. Soon, the wind was howling, and the waves were crashing over the sides of the boat. The friends worked hard to bail out the water, but it was no use. The little boat was being tossed and turned like a toy. "We're going to sink," cried one of the friends. The friends were filled with fear. They looked back at the teacher, who was still sleeping soundly, completely unaware of the raging storm. Simon crawled carefully to the back of the boat and shook the teacher's shoulder. "Teacher, don't you care that we are about to drown?" he shouted over the noise of the wind. The teacher opened his eyes and sat up. He looked at his friends, who were huddled together, soaked and afraid. Then he stood up in the boat, steadying himself against the powerful wind. He raised his hand and spoke to the wind and the sea. His voice was not loud, but it was filled with a quiet power. "Peace, be still," he commanded. And just like that, the wind stopped. The waves became flat and still. An incredible silence fell over the lake, so quiet that the friends could hear their own hearts beating. The friends looked at each other, their faces filled with wonder. "Who is this?" they whispered. "Even the wind and the sea obey him." The boat drifted peacefully toward the other side, under a sky full of stars.